Back at it, tapping into greatness, tapping out of bad habits, trying to be more consistent this year. But nah, topic of the day, I just want to talk about attitude and how important it is to like be conscious of your attitude, what you feeling, and your surroundings. You know, some people always ask me like, "Oh, niece, how'd you get to where you at?" or how'd you overcome this or that? It's all mental, you know? So it's all about mentality. It's all about the way you think, what you believe, what you know to be true and what you know to be real, regardless of the circumstances of what you're going through, or how bad it may seem, or how terrible, you know, the situation is, or how bad you feel, or shit, I don't see myself getting out of this no time soon. It's all mental, you know, like our world is basically what we perceive, what we think it to be. You know, and the truth is what you think, you know, like they say you are what you think, you know, so if you think, you know, you not shit, most likely you probably ain't, you know what I mean, because you believe that yourself. So it's important to have a positive attitude, you know, to check your attitude or whatever you're going through. Whatever relationships you going through, you know, you gotta look at it from an angle like, how am I helping this situation? You know, like, is my attitude making this worse? You know, am I better in this situation? You know, it's important to question yourself at times to like, when you're going through hella shit, especially when you're going through a lot, it's important to sit back and be like, you know, why am I dealing with this, and what can I do to change it? You know, because you can always change any circumstances. It doesn't matter what the circumstance is. You know, if you believe that, you know, this is just an obstacle, because, you know, to me, life ain't nothing but tests and obstacles. You know, we all going through a course. Some course take longer than others. You might be stuck in one spot for a while, but eventually, you know, you either going to pass that course and move on up, or you gonna stay there, you know, until you can figure it out, you know, because this life ain't nothing but levels and mentality and attitude, what you think, you feel me? Because I know a lot of people that, you know, have made their life a success, and it don't mean that they made a lot of money. It don't mean that they rich as hell or balling out of control. I mean, you know, they doing what they want to do in life, and that they got a lot of love around them. They got a lot of positive things in their life, and that's all because of their mental, what they think, their mentality, their attitude, you know, how they approach stuff. So, you know, I try to check my attitude first thing in the morning. Like, you got to think something so simple first thing in the morning. Most of us get up, first thing we think is a negative thought, whether we trying to do it consciously or not. That's the first thing we all think. You know, we'll be like, damn, it's cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even trying to get out of bed, bruh. Like, or, damn, I'm tired. Let me snooze this again. You know, that's just something that we wake up with, or automatically, like, negative thoughts. You feel me? So, you know, I've been training myself in the morning. First thing to do is my thought. Before I speak, before I get out of bed, my first thought is I have to think something positive. Like, you know, today gonna be a good day. Or, you know, my dog, I see my dog face, like I smile at him or something, but it gotta be something positive. Like, that's the first thought. That starts my day. It sets the tone of the day. You know, and I ain't saying you gotta wake up and, you know, be extra, but be mindful of what you think first thing in the morning. Just be mindful when you wake up. What's the first thing you think? Oh, damn, it's cold. Oh, damn, it's loud as hell. These kids up. Oh, man, you know, I ain't trying to go. It's setting the tone for your whole fucking day, you know? So, you know, attitude is everything. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, I struggle with it. You know, some days it's, you know, I could feel myself catching, you know, the negative vibes, and then I have to check myself. But, you know, being aware of it makes it easier to kill that noise immediately. You know, you got to be aware of what's really going on. But, you know, I'm just trying to help people out as far as being more conscious of how you can control the outcome of any situation. You know, it don't matter what you've been through, or what your situation is, or where you at the moment. It might not be where you really want to be, but that don't mean you can't change it, and that don't mean it ain't something good out of that situation. Like, I challenge myself at all times to find the positives in whatever the hell I'm going through or dealing with. You know, like at the moment, yeah, I live in Spain. You know, I got a nice little crib, and I'm doing all right. I'm blessed. But you know, I have my moments where, you feel me? Shit, I don't want to get up and go to work and do this and do that or whatever the case may be. But I gotta remember that it's all a part of the program for me to get to where I want to be. You know what I mean? So I have to maintain that positive attitude. I have to maintain the good thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, and keep that good attitude and keep my mindset focused on what's the bigger picture. You know, a lot of us get caught up in a situation. Oh my God, my homie just whatever, or oh my God, this bitch lied to me, or oh my God, you know, I lost my job. Whatever it may be, we get caught up in that shit and thinking like it's over, or ain't no way out of this, or you know, we get down, then we want to drink, then we want to smoke, you know, and you got to think, how is any of that helping me? How is any of that helping the situation? You know what I mean? You gotta rise above that. You gotta be stronger, you know, and it's all in the mind. If you can be strong, you know, in your mind, with it's gonna be all right, telling yourself it's gonna be all right, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, this ain't shit. It's just another, you know, another thing. People going through worse. Always, you gotta tell yourself that sometimes. Shit, people going through worse, because it's the truth. You know, it is the truth. We all go through shit, but there's always somebody going through worse. You feel me? And there's always somebody mentally, mind way more fucked up. So they probably going through it even 10 times harder because they can't see their way out of it. You know what I mean? Like, you could be going through any fucking thing, but if you can see your way out of it, you better off than the next person that's over there flying in a plane. You feel me? With 100 bands in his pocket, but mentally he going through whatever, and he can't see no other way out of it. He thinking of committing suicide or giving it all up or whatever, cause whatever he going through, you know. I watched the damn Netflix series the other night with this dude named Reggie Yates, and he like travel all across Africa and basically like interview people from different areas in Africa and talk about the circumstances and the situations that people are going through. And you know, there was this one place like in Cape Town, some place called Cape Town in Africa. I can't remember the name of the city next to it, but it's popular. But it's one of the biggest murder. I can't talk, but one of the biggest murder capitals in Africa. And shit, he went to the ER. They went to the ER. They had built this new ER in like 2012, and it's like the most popular ER. But they talk about how people in the community, they drink, and when they get done drinking, you know, they end up getting in a lot of quarrels, a lot of confrontations, and then people end up in that ER. And you know, they ain't got a lot of guns out there, but they got a lot of machetes and knives and whatnot. And motherfuckers is coming in there by the hundreds. And that's just through the weekend. That's just through the weekend. So I'm watching it like, yo, this is crazy. Like, they wild in Africa, you know. And I done recently went to Morocco, so, for my job and shit. So, I mean, I got a chance to see the city and, like, just see the people, you know. And I was told it was dangerous, so I didn't get to do too much. But, you know, I did move around. But either way, you know, I'm watching it. And, you know, there's a dude, he had just, you know, I guess was out with his friends or whatever, and he done messed around and hit a corner, bent the corner, and, you know, he ended up getting beat up by some gangsters, you know, some little gangsters or whatever, and they done jumped him and took his phone and stabbed him. Dude had 16 stabs in the back of his back, you know what I mean? But the whole time, you know, he up in there, there's already hella people in there. Like, as soon as the show started, the first thing Reggie seen was a patient laying in a bed with he ain't even had no leg. His leg was amputated. But anyways, back to the dude. So there's just people getting, they just basically getting the business all night. It's going down all night. People getting fucked up left and right. They in and out of there, getting cut in the head with machetes, all kind of shit. It was crazy to even watch. So I could imagine if I was Reggie being there, you know what I mean? But either way, dude was sitting in laying in a hospital bed with stabs all in his back, 16 times, gashes deep. He damn near can't breathe or whatever the case. And this dude, attitude, he's smiling. You feel me? They drug him up with the little, the stuff till he don't feel no pain. And Brett smiling and whatnot. Reggie holding his hand, he helping the doctor or whatever. And dude like, shit, I'm about to be on TV. But the whole time, he going through it. He in agony, pain and agony, you know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show, attitude is everything. It really is, So if you can control your attitude, control your mind, your mental, always try to see the better view, the better picture, the bigger picture, you feel me? And whatever you going through, and I promise you, shit gonna be alright. It works itself out, It's sad that some people feel like I don't want to live, or today is just some people really feel like they don't want to live no more and they give up. I've had friends in my life, that they want to give up. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad, when people really feel like shit just can't get no better. But I'm telling you, I'm just here to tell you, if you can just live to just really see another day, you never know what that day holds for you. And that's just the truth, bruh. That's the truth. You never know. You could be giving up on yourself, on your life, on everything, you feel me, at a moment in time where if you would have just held on to the next day, shit could have just drastically changed for you. You know what I'm saying? There was a video I watched with Chance the Rapper, and I'm gonna leave it in the link below, and watch the video, man. It basically describing everything. I watched that video and it changed my mindset on just situations. I done been through some shit, you know what I mean? But I got this tat right here, if you can see, this frog holding onto this log, and it say, hang in there, it gets better. My mom wrote this, drew this for me when she was in prison, and I kept the picture all through college, everything, and it helped me get through all kind of, fucked up shit. But it's the truth. You just gotta hang in there. If you can manage to just hang in there, I promise you, it will get better, and it's starting to mind, you feel me? So we tapping into greatness this year, tapping out of bad habits, you know what I'm saying? And if you really want to win in life, that's the first thing you gotta check yourself, is with your habits. Like me, normally I'll be sitting here sipping on a little wine, you feel me, a little this, a little that. But right now I'm on the agua, man. And I got to shout out to myself, pat myself on the back, because you feel me, all 2020, I ain't had a drink at all. We going to keep this shit rocking, you feel me? So, y'all tap into the video, like and subscribe, you know what I mean? Feel free to leave a comment, but, stay strong, you feel me? Shit going to be all right, you feel me? Like my nigga Kendrick Lamar say, nigga, we going to be all right, period.
I got the formula to win, bruh. I put food on the plate. I got the sense to slap a nigga if he lie to my face. I got the drive, hit the dollars, holla if you got plays. I got the ball, crossover, step back, hit the track. Put the goalie away, ain't no blocking on my profit. I need stacking for life. Break down the whole B. I'm in traffic today. Adios, roller skates, moonwalking MJ. Gas, no brakes. Why these niggas live they life waiting for one move? I'm on my Dougie, Chris Brizzy, hitting multiple grooves, ducking suckers and fools. You get used and abused, gotta add it up, run it up. Simple run with the moves, longevity, I need that. I be cooking the remedy, work with the Hennessy, pop a pill for the energy. Ain't no knowing the limit when I be pushing the limit.